Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is KHAIRUNNISA ATHIRA binti ROSNIZAM and my number matric is A25A4783. Today, I will present about the introduction for this assignment. The purpose of this assignment is to help us understand important management theories by famous management scholar through creative storytelling and comic production. For our group, we choose Henri Fayol and Elton Mayo because both scholars made major contributions to management studies that are still relevant today. In this presentation, we will explain about the background, management theories, main contribution, and the importance of their ideas in modern organization.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah AMALIN binti BOKORI. My matric number is A25B4531. For this slide, I will present about background of Henri Fayol. He was born in 1841 in Istanbul, Turkey, and passed away in 1925. Although he was born in Turkey, he was a French citizen. At the age of 19, in 1860, he graduated as a mining engineer. After graduating, he joined a mining company called Compagnie de Commentary for Chamber de Gazebo. He worked for the same company throughout his entire career, which lasts 48 years. This clearly shows his loyalty and dedications. Later, he rose through the ranks and became the managing director in 1888 at the age of 47. He held the positions until his retirement in 1980, completing exactly 30 years of leadership. Even after retirement, he continued contributing to the field of management by becoming the director of the Center of Administrative Study in Paris. There, he continued his development and share his management ideas. Because of his major contribution to management, Henri Fayol is widely known as the founder of modern management.
For this part, I will explain about the main contribution of Henri Fayol. He wrote a book called Administration Industry Generate in 1916. Fayol was the first person to explain management in a systematic way. Before this, management was seen as common sense, but Fayol changed it into an academic subject that could be studied in a school and university. He also believed that management is a professional skill that can be learned through training and education, not something people are simply born with it.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SYUHADA binti AZMI and my matric number is A25A4805. Today I want to talk about 5 functions of management. First, planning is setting future goals and direction for the organization. 2. Organizing to providing resources such as people, money and materials. 3. Command is giving instructions and leading employees effectively. 4. Coordination is ensuring all activities work together smoothly. 5. Control is monitoring performance and correcting mistakes. Next is top 5 principles of management. First, division of work is dividing tasks to improve skills and efficiency. 2. Unity of command is each employee should have only one supervisor. 3. Authority and responsibility is manager have power and must accept responsibility. 4. Equity is employees should be treated fairly and equally. 5. Inspire the corps. Team spirit is teamwork and trust strengthen the organizations.
Now, let we move to our second scholar, Elton Mayo. Elton Mayo was born in 1880 in Adelaide, Australia, and he studied physiology at the University of Adelaide. His background in physiology made his management ideas different from other theories. In 1926, he became a professor of industry research at Harvard Business School. He is famous for conducting the Hawthorne studies at Western Electric in Chicago from 1927 to 1930. 32. Because of his important contribution, Elton Mayo is now as the founder of the Human Relations School of Management.
Now let me explain about Elton Mayo's contributions. First, Houghton Studies is 1927 to 1932 is conducted to study the relationship between work conditions and productivity. 2. Houghton effect is workers perform better when they feel observed and valued. 3. Human relations approach is employers are motivated not only by money but also by recognition, teamwork, and belonging. 4. Impact on management is change managers' view of workers from machines to human beings.
From Mayo's key theories. First, the Houghton effect. Mayo found that when workers know they are being observed and valued, their production increases. This happens regardless of physical change like lighting or rest breaks. Attention and recognition themselves become motivation. Workers feel important, valued, and part of something special.
Next, core theory Elton Mayo about two sides of organization. Elton Mayo discovered that organization have two sides, formal and informal organization. The formal organization includes rules, hierarchy, and official structure. Meanwhile, the informal organizations involve friendship and social groups, where workers are often influenced by their peers. For example, employees may follow group expectation about work rather than only the boss instruction.
Lastly, Elton Mayo introduced two important concepts: the logic of sentiment and the logic of cause. The logic of sentiment focuses on worker emotion, sense of belonging, and feeling appreciated. On the other hand, the logic of cause focuses on money, efficiency, and productivity. Managers usually focus more on the logic of cause, while workers are guided by the logic of sentiment. When these two ideas conflict, it can make problems happen in the workplace and decrease productivity. The key lesson from Mayo is the manager must sincerely care about their worker, not just focus on increasing output. That's all from us. Thank you.
Let me explain how both Henri Fayol and Elton Mayo are still relevant in modern management practice. I will compare their ideas side by side. First, Henri Fayol focused on structure and efficiency. He introduced the 5 functions of management and the 40 principles of management. On the other hand, Elton Mayo focused on human relations and employee motivations. He introduced the Houghton effect, the importance of social needs and the logic of sentiments. Together, he helped shape modern management. Fayol contributed the management system, while Mayo emphasized the importance of people in the workplace. First, from Fayol's theory, the principle of unity of commerce, which means each employee should report to only one superior, is still practiced in many organizations today. For example, in hospitals, nurses report to the head nurse instead of directly to the hospital director. This has prevent confusions and improve communications. From Mayo's theory, the Houghton effect can be seen in employees' recognition programs. When companies appreciate and recognize their workers through programs such as Employees of the Month, employees' motivation and productivity tend to increase. Second, from Henri Fayol, the principle of division of work, which refer to specializations, can be seen in Toyota's assembly line system. For example, one team installed the engine while other team installed the tires. As a result, workers become more skilled in their specific tasks. From Mayo, human relations became the foundation of many modern human resources practice. Activities such as team building programs, work-life balance initiative, and flexible working, however, are influenced by Mayo's ideas about employee satisfaction and motivation. Third, from Mayo's theories, the esprit de corps, which means team spirit and unity among employees, is practiced by companies such as Google and Microsoft. This company organize team building activities and company events to strengthen teamwork and cooperations among employees. From Mayo's theory, the concept of informal organization can be seen in many modern workplaces. Companies encourage social interaction through open office spaces, team lunch, and casual dress codes. They understand that employees are often more productive when they have positive relationship with their colleagues. Fourth, from Elton Mayo, the logic of sentiment, which focuses on emotion, sense of belonging, and feeling valued, can clearly be seen in modern employees' engagement and well-being programs. Today, many companies invest in mental health support. Organizations understand that when employees feel emotionally supported and appreciated, they become more engaged, motivated, and productive. For example, Google provides mindfulness and well-being program for its employees. This reflects Mayo belief that emotion and a sense of belonging are just as important as salary and workplace efficiency. So, what is the main difference between the ideas? Henri Fayol focused on structure and organizations, including how work should be arranged, tasks should be divided, and how order can be maintained within our organizations. On the other hand, Elton Mayo focused on people, including how to motivate employees, make them feel valued, encourage work, and address their emotional and social needs. Each Fayol provide the system, while Mayo emphasize the human side of management. Effective management requires both approaches. Although their ideas were introduced more than 100 years ago, their theories are still relevant and widely practiced in organizations around the world today.
To our conclusion, is this assignment help us understand management theories and contributions by famous scholars. It also shows how these theories are still relevant today while improving our creativity, teamwork, and understanding of management principles. That's all from us. Thank you.